Great recipes start with Odlums. Proud sponsors of Catherine Layden on Ireland AM.
Now, the countdown to Mother's Day has already begun, and here to celebrate Mother's Day this year, Catherine Layden is whipping up a classic Victoria sponge sandwich in the kitchen. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
What was that? What should we let drop? Was it your mic? Pick it up. It's your mic.
The mic fell out of his pocket.
Mic fell out. We need to hear you.
It all snapped, it all fell apart.
Okay, there you go.
Anyway,
so Victoria sponge,
right.
Wrecking the place he is
Now,
already.
In here I've put 200 grams, that's 7 ounces of butter. And it's very important that the butter is at room temperature.
Right.
It will mix a lot quicker and easier for you. You can use margarine, but I prefer, to be honest, I do prefer it.
Definitely.
Do you know, Catherine, I've just know that you say that.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen you use margarine.
I do, yeah, a bit.
Do you? A bit.
Yeah,
But you like your butter.
Love me old butter. Signs on it. Now, to that, I'm beating in, excuse me, another 200 grams, 7 ounces of our golden caster sugar. Now, you can use the regular white caster sugar, but you get a nicer coloured Victoria sponge if you use the golden caster sugar. Now, here I've beaten 4 eggs.
Yeah.
What's that?
That's a bit of vanilla extract going into it. Yeah. So I'm adding that now with the eggs and the flour. Now, let me give you another tip, and that is, it's very important that you have your eggs and margarine or butter at room temperature.
Yeah.
If not, when you add the eggs, the mixture can curdle on you. It won't curdle if you do as I've done there, right?
Right.
So all the ingredients at room temperature. Now I'm going to add just a level teaspoonful of baking powder with my flour. And we're just going to combine those ingredients together. Couldn't be easier.
You make it look so easy anyway, Catherine.
It is easy, it's very easy.
What type of flour is it?
Odlums self-raising flour.
Self-raising
flour. And then you just mix that through. Now, by the way, you could use the all-in-one method, which means putting all the ingredients into the mixing bowl at once and beating.
Yeah.
But I find you get a nicer textured cake. There are less holes in it if you do this here. The different stages. Now, it's also very important that you don't overbeat. That's where a lot of people make a mistake.
Know?
Once you get a batter-like mixture as we have there, it's ready for off.
Okay. Right. And if you go too far, what happens?
It'll leave a tough cake afterwards, Ian.
Okay,
very tough.
Have a hard, tough cake, and you don't want a hard, tough Victoria
cake. No, you don't. Now, so now I've added about a tablespoonful or 2 of milk. You just add milk up to 2 tablespoons, and the reason that can vary a little bit is if your butter isn't as soft as mine was, it can take a little bit longer just to.
Okay.
You know, take a little bit more.
Right consistency.
So
get the right consistency. That's it now, and that's what I call a batter-like mixture.
Yeah.
You see, it's quite a soft mixture, Alan. If you're very fussy and you want to get your 2 sponges exactly the same size, if you put your tin, greased and baselined, onto your weighing scales at 0.
For God's sake, would you go away? Why would you do that?
Put about 13 ounces.
Attention to detail.
I know, so I suppose so one's not, but I mean, on average, you'll know, won't you?
Well, I have a rough idea always, yeah. But if somebody's been very fussy, you don't want to have 1/2 very thick and 1/2 very thin.
But just like so whatever batter you make up, just put half of it into one tin, half into the other.
Yeah. But it can be a bit tricky.
Use your weighing scales like Catherine says.
Use your weighing scales if you want to get it very accurate, and they'll both rise very evenly.
You didn't bring your weighing scales this morning, Catherine, did you?
No, I did not. No, I have it. I know by the eye. I have the eye for it at this stage.
When you're doing it long enough.
The voice of experience.
Yeah.
And by golly, am I doing it long enough? But between us, no harm. I couldn't tell you how long I'm doing it for. Now, just spread that in the tin. And now, the last tip at this stage, and this applies to all sponge mixtures. Before you put the mixture into the tin, I'm going to just give that a scoop off there. Always tap the tin a few times on the board or the table.
Like this.
Now bang like that, yeah.
What does that
so
do?
that any air bubbles, if you've overbeaten and any air bubbles get in there, they'll be burst and you won't have big holes in your cake after baking.
Now, how long in the oven for?
About 20 minutes. They're in about 20 minutes there now.
Oh, look at this nice brown.
Lovely.
Oh, perfect, yeah.
Look at that.
180, 350, gas mark 4. For about 20 minutes. Now, Alan, what are you going to do now?
You're going to turn them out?
Turn them out now, yep.
Okay, turn them over?
Yep. Be careful now, don't break.
Try not to break the cake while you do it, yeah.
Correct. Next one.
Next one, here we go. There we go.
Then take off the paper. Now, can we have that one there over, Ian, please?
Yes, of course.
And we're going to...
Here, I'll take
just
them.
get that on my way, yeah. Don't want to burn myself, as the fella says. Now, one I've done with buttercream and raspberry jam.
I see it, yeah.
This one I'm doing with fresh cream and raspberry jam. Now, a
I
tip
think
for...
I prefer the fresh cream than the
I'd be
buttercream.
the same, Alan, yeah.
Yeah, well, we want buttercream and
Yeah,
one with
one
fresh cream.
cream.
Now, here we have some raspberry jam. And it's very important when you're sandwiching a cake.
Do you let it go cold?
Must go cold, yes.
Yeah, has to
because
go
if you put
cold.
cream on that, the cream is going to... It's going to dribble out of it, you know. So, sandwich a cake. Do not do as a lot of people, and that is they put the filling on one side of the cake and then they land the other half on top of it. If you do that...
Mistake.
Big mistake, because when you cut a slice from a cake like that, the half that doesn't have the filling on is going to topple off the slice on you.
Okay.
So now another
So you
tip.
put it on both sides.
You'd want to be years at it, wouldn't you? Seriously, all these tips.
You would, yep, very important. Now, I like just raspberry jam and I have some whipped cream here, so we just spread the jam on both sides, on each side of each sandwich, right?
Yeah.
And now onto that, we're going to put our...
You're a bit mean with your
Cream.
jam there now.
Do you want me to put more on
No,
for you?
I'm just saying, is that your level of jam, yeah?
Yeah. Now...
You don't have to overdo anything, I suppose.
No.
Now, over there, that
That's
goes.
not so mean with the cream.
No, not so mean with the cream. Now, it's important as well that you don't bring the cream right out to the very
The edge.
edge. Because if you do, when you stick the knife into cake, then guess what happens?
Goes everywhere.
Goes everywhere.
Spills it down on the wedges, exactly. Now, you just put one half on top, gently press it down, and then we'll just dust with a little icing sugar.
You've done a nice little
I did a
love
heart on
look
that
at
one
that.
for
for
Mother's Day.
on that one
Exactly.
over there.
So now, there we have your choice.
Ready
the
to go.
buttercream
Or
or the fresh cream.
fresh cream.
Now,
Yeah.
Ian, take a dig in
Oh,
that
go
now
on. Cut into that.
and give us a look at
gorgeous.
it.
Now just look at that.
Ah,
To see. Now,
Now, how was
there we
that?
go. Look at that. Perfect.
a
Beautiful.
fork there to test it.
Yeah.
Just turn it. Whoops. Turn it around. Then we have a look. Oh yeah. But I mean, it's just so simple, Catherine, and
Very
it's so
simple.
tasty.
So
Very
tasty,
simple.
yeah.
And it's lovely and crummy and
Yeah.
fresh. Mmm. Really good.
Got the kettle on.
Get
Yeah.
the kettle on, we're on our way.
Kettle on.
Yeah.
We're on our way.
Brings you back the years.
Yeah.
Great recipes start with Odlums. Proud sponsors of Catherine Leyden on Ireland AM.